sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
Sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
This is Sipping with Sammie. I am Sipping with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together. It'll be 2023 already and you wouldn't have had a shot yet. And today I have in a situation with me.
I am Brian Nickerson, CEO and one of the managing partners for Mad Joy Ventures, LLC.
Absolutely. Shout out to Mad Joy. This is a gentleman that I met a few weeks back at the More Than Hype screening. Shout out to my guy, Larry.
Larry, what up?
Historical moment for Baltimore that we had the pleasure to be a part of. And like I said, we was pressing the event and I met this brother and I felt like he was at the basketball court when I was working on my right hand and my left hand.
Good vibes, good vibes.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad to have you today, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you for letting me be on the show with you today, man.
Absolutely, man. It's a pleasure. Now, a little background on what Mad Joy is exactly.
Absolutely, man. Mad Joy is a portfolio management company. We go in and we're very boutique-ish, so we're not like a Shark Tank where everybody can just run up and get these services, Right. So, but we're very boutique-ish and we're very selective in the companies that we work with. And we go in and take folks that have great ideas or even good businesses, but not in a good business sense, right? So we go in and help them restructure financially, help them with event planning or management or marketing, branding, the whole nine. We bring it all together, man. The team of partners at Mad Joy Ventures is a one-stop shop for a growing business, man.
That's dope. Is that considered angel investing or is it different? What's the difference?
It's a little bit different. Angel investors will often just be a money source for someone, strictly a money source, right? So they're taking into consideration that you have good business sense, right? And we're going to throw some money at it and hope that it grows. Mad Joy may not put any money in.
Right.
But we're going to put management in.
We're going to put the muscle in.
We're going to put the muscle in and we'll build it up. Because if we do it right, we're going to make money anyway.
Absolutely.
Right?
I like
so
that.
It's not about how much money you can pump into a bad business. It's how much work you can pump into a decent sized business or a good idea of a business and make that grow. Right.
Make all the sense.
Then we all make money.
Absolutely. So. Make all the sense of the world. The world don't make no sense. Where does this idea come from? What was the motivation behind it? You're an accountant by nature.
I am an accountant by nature, but let me be very clear about this. I am very passionate about the partners of Mad Joy. And the idea was founded by one of our founding partner, Madeline Long.
Shout out to Madeline Long.
Shout out to Mad. Love you, Mad. Mad is the founder. She's the idea for what became Mad Joy. And so she and Pamela Poole, the other managing partner, got together and thought that this big guy would be a great fit, to help manage and run this company. And, it was I don't always condone work with family, but we're not family by blood. We family by love.
Right.
You feel me? So that works out for us.
Yeah, you got to choose your family.
So you got to choose your family. Blood don't make you family.
Exactly.
Love make you family. Blood make you related.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how we look at this thing. And then we brought in James Rawls. Shout out to you, James. And then we brought in Wendy Minor. And everybody brings something different to the table, man. And we've made this thing blow up, and I'm extremely excited about the future for Mad Joy.
Yeah. I mean, the whole premise behind it makes all the sense in the world, especially we're at a time where a lot of people are being entrepreneurs. We coming off of a period where everybody sat down and said, I could do something else and make some, and better my situation through me instead of somebody else.
Right.
And there's always that middle piece that's missing.
Right.
Because you weren't doing this yesterday.
That's exactly right.
And even if you were, maybe there's something that could have been done better where you wouldn't be where you are today.
Yeah.
If you had certain steps and certain people in your corner, certain resources.
And it's up to companies like us to make sure you understand the difference between a hobby and a business.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So just because you hula hoop in the backyard don't mean that you need to be selling that. Right? So, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just need to be on TikTok, you know what I mean? You know, so and get you some followers.
Right.
But we make that distinction of what is actual business to be invested in, whether it be time, talent, or treasure. You know what I mean?
So you do both ways. You do actively going out and looking at businesses and taking submissions? Or?
You know what, man? We are we're very faith based in that. You know, a lot of things come to us.
Gravity.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? It's
your force field.
Yeah, you know, we don't always go looking for it. You know, but because of a situation, right? So I may be sitting here talking to you, and through this conversation, it leads to something else.
Absolutely.
Right? Or
we already done that today. For the record.
Just today, right?
For the record,
so that's
right.
just how it works, right? And very often we go into a situation with a plan or an idea or an agenda in mind, and it didn't work out. But then 24, 48 hours later, a phone call happens going, hey, I met with y'all. Even though that thing we met about is not for us, I got something else. So that happens a lot for us.
And what makes sense.
Yeah,
makes
and
sense.
it's very organic. So we ride with it when it happens too, man.
So boutique is the intention, or boutique is the now?
You know, right now it's for the now. You know, because I don't want to say what will be in the future. That's not for me to decide.
Absolutely.
Right. That's for
never going to sell ourselves short either.
Not going to ever do that. Right. So
Right.
that's for our future generations to decide. You know, when it's time for us to one day hang it up and cruise around the world on yachts and things, you know what I mean? When we start doing that and we leaving it to the next generation to blow it up,
Yeah, that's different.
they may decide they want to be
Absolutely.
Walmart. So I'm not going to stop that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, go for it, you know?
But with the partners and the people in the company that I've met, I feel like y'all wouldn't want to outsource with so much to other people to handle y'all business. I think y'all would like to be hands-on.
Yeah, we
so.
definitely hands-on.
So I think the bigger, in a certain manner of speaking, the bigger it gets, the more it gets taken away, and it's not as exciting.
That
for you guys.
that can happen. But we also have to understand, man, that at some point, you know, there is a handover process.
Absolutely.
Right? Not to say that we are going to be in a position where we're completely hands off, because you don't build something to watch somebody tear it apart.
Ever.
Right. So there may be a time where we're always going to kind of be watching this thing, but day-to-day operations, you know, we may hand that over to some people who have new ideas,
the
fresh
future.
ideas, the future, right?
Beautiful.
But you know, mom and daddy always watching. You know what I'm saying? So
The nanny cam is on.
Nanny cam is on. What's that teddy bear in the corner? You know what I'm saying? So you know, that's us. You know, so we're gonna always be watching. Yeah.
Dope. So a little background on yourself.
Okay.
Before you got to the Mad Joy
Mad
spot.
Joy, yeah. So I'm a country boy from North Carolina, man. You know, and
What part?
Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Shout out to Winston-Salem State.
Oh, I've been to Winston-Salem in the nighttime.
You got to get out in the nighttime too.
Sheesh. But
So,
go
you know,
ahead.
you got to shout out my wife's HBCU, you know, Winston-Salem State University.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and so you know, I was always one of those kids who was kind of like good in math for some reason, you know, and that led into a future into accounting, man. And so I've been an accountant by trade for about 22, 23 years now, and I've been very fortunate in the path. I've let the path kind of lead me for a little bit, you know, and
An accountant, you could do that somewhat.
you can do that. You can do that.
You can do
So,
that
you know, I lived in Miami for a bit when my wife was in medical school, and then we transitioned from Miami to Maryland. And you know, with accounting, it's everywhere, right?
Absolutely.
So it was no problem like leaving this job to go to that job, right?
Yeah, right.
So, and then you know that entrepreneurial spirit, man, kind of bit a little bit, and it was perfect timing when my partners came in and asked me to be part of this venture. You know, that bug was biting, man, really bad. My wife had already started a business at home, My Son's Closet. Shout out to you, babe. You know, and you know, and then like I say, Mad and Pam came to me, man, with the idea, and here we are today, man. You know,
That's dope.
I'm a firm believer that I would rather work 20 hours a day for myself, you know, than 20 hours a day making other people rich on my back. So,
Absolutely. Somebody else gonna get credit for your great ideas and your blood, sweat, and tears, and that's ridiculous.
Believe it.
After a certain amount of years.
Believe it. You said
everything should
right
be a
there,
stepping
man.
stone.
Huh.
Unless it's about you.
Unless believe that.
I believe that wholeheartedly. Now, we got all type of good stuff. So little background on some of the companies that y'all deal with.
Absolutely, man. So I will save this one that's in front of us for last.
That's cool. She getting marketing the whole time.
Yeah, she been marketing the whole time. But we've partnered. So let me be very clear about something with Mad Joy. We don't go in and take over your business. You know
Right.
We partner with you.
Please clarify that, because I understand it, but that's a good clarification.
We make that clear. We don't come in and bully you into this and that. We come in and make you stronger as a partnership, right? And with that, let me definitely talk about Love is Love. Shout out to you, Marva Laws, marvelous Marva. She is in Baltimore, and Love is Love is an amazing product of cards, clothing, and it's a movement, man. It is a movement. It is about my brother loving my brother, my sister loving my sister, and global, right?
Right.
So that's what it's all about, and I'm very, very honored to be part of that project with her. And Madeline and Pamela have done some amazing things. Wendy's gone up and man, they've got some beautiful things working out with this company, man. And I'm very proud to be part of it. And let me tell you, you guys really need to wear this stuff, man, and get these cards and things. She's got awesome creative mind. She speaks about things that people don't talk about. That's what her cards are. It ain't that go to Hallmark stuff. You know, right. She thinks about what you would say, and she puts that on a card, right?
It's time. We done had cards for so long. It's time to
if you don't love that person, she tell her, hey, look, I don't love you right now.
So she the realest.
She the realest. Yeah, she really deal
she
about
the
this
realest.
thing. But then wear the Love is Love clothes. You know what I'm saying? So let you know I'm here. You know, so that's a beautiful product, man, that we're partnering with, and and we've done some other things, man. We've ventured out with some vegan stuff, with some production stuff. We candles, the whole nine, man. We're out here with coffee, cakes, we got it all going. We have a huge consumable product line coming, man, and with some amazing baker chefs, and we're pushing it, man. We are pushing it, and that leads me to this product that we have here, man, PP's Butternut Delights. So let me give you a little history on this deal, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So one of our managing partners, Pamela Poole, is a big advocate for making sure that kids don't go hungry.
Okay.
Right. And she's got a nonprofit called Stack a Backpack.
Right.
And with that
Stack a Backpack.
Stack a Backpack.
Okay.
Yep. And with that, we're just really local in PG County, but we pray that this thing blows up into a global thing, because kids are hungry out here, man.
Right.
And right now, what she does is she makes sure that the kids that we're able to fund puts food in their backpacks to take home for the weekend. It's not just for the kid, but for the whole family.
This is a program I understand.
You understand? and then they bring that backpack back on Monday and re-up.
Yeah.
Right? So everybody understands the re-up. Let me just say that. And she's been doing this, right? Well,
God bless her.
It's not free
at all
or cheap. Or
easy.
More
hands could be used.
Believe that. More dollars for sure can be used.
First and foremost.
Say that. So with this PP's Butternut Delights, a portion of that goes into making sure that Stack a Backpack continues to be funded.
Awesome.
Right. And so again, we're right now in PG County with it, but my prayer is that eventually no kid is walking around hungry, man. So that's where we are with that. But again, PP's Butternut Delights, it is a butternut squash pie that is absolutely phenomenal, man. It is savory. It is sweet. It is exceptional, man. It is, and listen, no added colors, no artificial flavoring, no preservatives, right? And it's got an amazing. We out here.
You talking that shit?
And it is in a graham cracker crust with a candy walnut at the bottom.
Oh man.
But I wouldn't.
Oh,
You
man.
can't make this stuff up. Man.
You know, once you say graham cracker crust,
you can't make this stuff up. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't lie to the folks, man. I wouldn't lie to them. And we do understand that we got nut allergy people in the world.
Absolutely.
So we make one without the walnuts.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got people out here with the gluten issues.
I was coming to gluten.
I was
getting
gluten
to the
issues.
gluten because that's new to me, but I know it's around.
It's new to me too.
It's around though.
It's around.
Yeah,
So my mama didn't care you had no gluten. What is gluten? So we make something without the pie crust, so it's gluten free, right? We're covering everybody, man.
Y'all took off the taco shell.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Made a bowl.
We're the bowl.
Made a bowl. That's perfect. No, that's awesome, man. I've been hearing good things about the progression of the of this specific
Thank
project. So that's dope. And product, I should say.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that. Now, can you tell me where we at right now?
So the official name of this is PP's Lounge. Okay. This is I don't know if I want to call it it's not a jazz club, but it's a basement. You know what I'm saying? It's an amazing basement.
It's like a beautiful juke joint. It's like if the person that had the juke joint hit the lotto and made another juke joint. They got an air fryer in here, y'all. Down here in the that's what I'm saying.
But this is to me it's a very sacred space because it creates an intimate setting. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And so whenever events are held here, man, it's you're not gonna come in with these 100 people, 200 people. It's 25, 30 people. And it's an intimate setting, live
perfect
music,
for a listening
live
session,
singing, live comedy, live everything, right? And let me be very clear about PP's Lounge, which is Pamela Poole. She's very serious about her music. So you're not gonna come down here and see amateur hour.
I heard that.
You hear me? This is not Showtime at the Apollo where you get to try out your skills.
No,
okay.
That's when you get 200 seats. When you got 20 seats, you coming to see something. Man, that's different.
Don't come in here with the amateur stuff, man.
That's different.
That's
like with Kweli in your living room. It's just different.
Say that.
Exactly.
Say that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't come in here talking about I just learned to play something. No, not down here.
We gonna figure this out. No, we ain't.
No, we ain't.
You gonna figure it out and come back later.
I'll let your boy when you get your act together. So yeah, that's what we do, man. And I love it down here, man. And people who come, we've never had a person. I say we, you know what I mean? Because I feel like this is mine. You know what I mean? This is my spot too. And
you have your own little.
I got a little section.
You got a dugout.
I got a little section where we keep the finer liqueurs.
The 12s, the 15s, and the 17s.
I mean? So, photos for everybody, man.
Exactly.
There's some people who have never graduated past Boone's Farm. You understand? So
my man said it best. He said, when you tell somebody to bring a bottle, a dark, they bring E&J. But everybody drink Henny when it's free.
Boy, you better say that, bro.
And that's just Henny.
That's
so you don't want to
Henny.
get the once I start kicking into something that's been aged and got some sauce on it, and you don't even know what you
been sitting in a barrel somewhere.
You about to pour some juice in my? No, we're not doing that. We appreciate this.
But you just got off the E&J, and now you a connoisseur of fine wines. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't leave, and I'm the same way with my beers. My beers are different.
Same thing.
And you understand the IPAs and all of that.
Yes, sir.
God, and it's like, bro, you could have got you a 40 for what this can cost.
No doubt. You could have got you some old E.
and been where you're supposed to be at instead of running through mine. $50 a case.
We don't do that. Yeah, we don't do that.
And it's not about the number. It's about really enjoying what you intaking.
That's exactly
because
right.
I enjoy it. I buy it for a reason.
That's
and it's
exactly
not
right.
always convenient.
Yeah. And I believe that any person, man, despite level of income, is going to pay for things that they want to enjoy. Mm-hmm. Right? That's
My
just how
mom
it
always
is.
said, if you can't afford the tip, don't go to the bar, get a bottle.
Wow.
With that mode of thinking, you can always afford what you want.
Come on, man. Shout out to mama.
Okay. Yeah, Linda.
Shout out to mama.
But
Give
no,
me
now that we
wise
got the
advice.
business out the way, man, how was your holiday going, man?
Man, listen, it was extremely unexpected, man. My mom and my sister came up from North Carolina, man.
Dope.
And I hosted Thanksgiving at the house for the first time.
You cook?
I fried the turkey. Wifey, shout out to Wifey.
Salute to her.
She made all the food, man.
She went hard.
Yeah, she went hard.
2 days.
She went real hard. You know, jumbo mac and cheese, college, the whole nine.
Jumbo mac and cheese.
Yeah. Because, you know, normally we do a family size, but she got that big, you know, that 2-gallon pan joint going on or whatever it is. Yeah, man.
Look like a cake.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Like a
With that
yellow
crust. So he was killing it. Yeah,
That's
man. So I got a
awesome.
chance to host the fam, and my niece came up with them and stuff, man. It was absolutely amazing, man. I couldn't ask for anything better.
That's dope.
How about you, man? Everything was good?
Everything was. I'm in a blessed position where January 1st, grandma be 95.
Wow.
So every
Boy,
holiday,
soak that wisdom up.
every
Wow.
holiday when I get to sit down and break
Wow.
a roll or, or spread some butter with grandma,
No
matters
doubt.
nowadays.
No doubt, man.
Also much more than ever. But she's so still with it, still kicking.
Blessings
her
to
shit.
grandma. God,
You know.
boy, 95.
She'll be 95 January 1st.
Say so, man.
Every New Year's, I don't care where I'm at, how out of it.
Right.
Call her 2 a.m, 3 a.m. She answers the phone.
Right.
To this day, hey. And it's just like
I love that, man.
She's her own celebrity on that day.
Wow.
So you know,
That's a
Thanksgiving
blessing,
was
man.
beautiful because we got to surround her again.
Wow.
And I'm not
And a
fighting
new
that
year
ever.
coming, man.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing, and I'm excited about next year. I'm excited about the future in general, though.
Yeah.
I don't really go over days and months for
Sure.
your momentum
Sure.
starts
Yeah.
when you start it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right,
if you want next year to be better, start when you get that idea. Don't start in January.
It don't start in January.
Yeah, because momentum don't just start at the first.
Oh my God, man.
The first snowflake. You need a little,
Right.
You need to have a ball first and roll it down the hill.
You know, people don't understand, man, that just because the calendar is January to December, a year is still a year if you start in August.
A year is a year. If you start on the
feel me?
15th, if you start on the 21st,
It don't matter.
it'll be a year
It's
from then.
It's gonna be a year from then.
Eventually.
Start the dream and get it rolling. Don't wait for the new year, man. Don't wait for the new year.
Is that something that you always understood?
You know what? I had some.
Because some people are self-proclaimed procrastinators, and they make some of the most efficient people as adults.
Right.
So
Well,
it's never,
I will tell you, as a younger teenager, early 20s, man, I procrastinated a lot, man, a lot. You know what I mean? And I thought it was always one of those things that's. I used to use it like it was some kind of motivational tool. Like, oh well, if I wait till the last minute, I mean, I got to hump it when it's time. You know?
Oh well, I know that mentality.
No, it was.
I always kill it at the last minute anyway.
And now I'm working 24 hours in a row trying to catch up for all the stuff.
It was something that you could have did piece by piece. Right?
But now I am like that planner.
When
right?
did it change? What changed it for you?
Truth be told, man, probably my wife, man.
I knew it. I was about to say, was it family?
Truth be told,
Yeah.
probably my wife. You know what I mean? It's different when you are by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You can procrastinate. You can go out here because it's just you.
Mm-hmm.
When you become responsible for somebody else, that all changes. Whether it be a spouse or a child or whatever, all of that changes.
A parent.
It just changes, man.
Sometimes,
Because
yeah.
sometimes you become a caregiver,
Exactly.
right? You're
Mm-hmm.
taking care of mom, dukes, dad, whoever, you know, grandma, whatever. And but all that changes, right? It's no more that I can wait till the last minute to go get some groceries and all that. You know,
You ain't lying.
I can't drive the gas tank till it's on E. You know what I mean? Somebody got to go out in the morning. So
Yep. My
so
dad
now I
always
plan.
said, what if an emergency happened in the middle of the night? You got to stop for gas? That's crazy.
And look at the situations we've had ourselves in as a country
Exactly.
where we've been at gas strikes and blah, blah, blah.
You don't know what's going to happen
And
when you
on
wake up.
because you wanted to procrastinate.
Yep. You're going to wake up to an alert tomorrow that'll make you regret that.
No doubt. That's why we got 2 vehicles right now full tank of gas at them Joes. Last night. I
Talk
filled them
about
up.
it. No.
So, yeah. So that's just what it is. But it took some life lessons, you know what I'm saying, to make that go away. You know, it helped me to have a quality person in my corner, right?
Absolutely.
And motivate me to do certain things.
Balance.
Yeah. Big time balance. You know what I'm saying? Big time balance.
Because I don't know if y'all can see it. He got the light eyes and the hair. Like, he one of them. He's a bull.
Man. We out here. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
a bull,
We
as
out
we
here,
say.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? So
Brother got gifts. You know, so,
he was
you
out
know.
here very I'll be sure.
He hit me with the Al B short joint. So, yeah, hey, bro, I mean, Al B is my man.
I ain't hating. I ain't hating. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, man. But, it works out, and every once in a while, I'm a little impulsive just to make life
keep it exciting.
Yeah, keep it exciting.
On our toes.
Yeah, so we still got a little bit of that left in us, but for the most part, I'm a planner now. So and it works well for business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So to be kind of ready for the next step, I'm trying to always think, a little bit further ahead. So yeah.
No, that's dope. That's dope, and that's a blessing because whether it's a mate, a companion, some sort of companion that can balance you out, somebody that you could talk to when you need to, somebody that'll bounce out there, somebody that'll pull your collar.
Yeah,
these things are important because once we get to a certain point, especially as men and confident men, we done figured it all out when we don't even know what's next to figure out. And so no, that's decent. I always want to salute the queens that hold down the kings that I interact with because I know that you leave a lot of shit on the floor that she got to pick up.
Say that. Say that, man. My wife and I have 2 sons, man. And I tell people all the time, my wife has 3 kids. Okay, she got 3 kids, right?
I hear that.
So that's just what it is. Mama take care of everybody in the house.
Everybody. So being from Carolina, bounced around. You here. Is this where would you want to go back?
Man, I would never.
Because I'm from up here. We always dream of like going down there when we old.
Yeah, I first and foremost, like I say, man, I never want to say never, right? But at this point in my life, I couldn't because there's a financial piece tied to all of this.
Absolutely.
Right? Mm-hmm. That may not be afforded to me
when you go back.
Right. So, I have to be where the money demands me to be so that I can provide a certain lifestyle.
Sound like you want to go back, but it's not feasible right now.
Listen.
They not going to get mad?
I'm going to be clear about something. Financially, I can go back to North Carolina and live like a king.
Talk that talk.
Talk,
good brother.
But
I love that.
But I have to position myself where it demands me to be to make a certain living, right? And so right now, that's this.
But what's the besides that?
Yeah.
What's the pros of what would be the pros if you did go there if business wasn't a thing?
The pros
as far as lifestyle,
family.
They all
grandma's there, mama's there.
Yeah,
my sisters are there.
Yeah, shit, that's enough.
That is the whole thing. A motivating factor, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you something, man. God gives me what I need, man, and not being away from those extremely important women in my life. He understood the gap, right? Mm-hmm. And gave me other women to fill that gap of my sisters and aunties and mamas and blah, 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 right? Mm-hmm. Wifey's wifey, right? She's what she is. But there's a different type of love that you get, you know what I'm saying, from a sister, right?
From the sisters, the homegirls, and all of that. Your business partners, all of that.
Yeah, exactly. And when
you surround yourself with the right people.
And he surrounded me with other ones. So
absolutely.
I can't beat that, man. That's
blessed. Beautiful. That's a blessing. And to realize it, even just the breakdown of what you said about of course I got my wife, but there's a whole thing outside of that makes it complete, and that's you being responsible. You being honest with yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
And that doesn't do anything to tarnish what your wife brings.
No. What she brings is completely she's separate and special.
She's here.
Yeah, she's on.
You here?
Yeah, right. So right. I don't even mix.
But I think people need to understand that because sometimes a lot of times with younger couples, but then people go through stuff when they're older and they still wind up in the same situation where you let your insecurities ruin a good thing because you're too worried about, I don't want my whatever having opposite sex engagements that I'm not directly always connected to. And it's like, no, do you understand that y'all could be so much greater if all of these things come aligned?
Bro, say that, man. I mean, and you need people that you can pour into in your life other than your significant other.
Absolutely.
Right? Bro, let me
Talk to me.
shout out to Suzette and Chastity. You know what I'm saying? But
All right.
man, these my wife girlfriends, man. She's got some
Salute
other
to
ones.
them.
But they here in the DMV, man, and they spend a lot of time together.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, let me tell you something, man. Brothers out there, sisters out there, man, do not be insecure. Don't let another person's confidence overshadow and create insecurity into you, right? Let me say that, man, because
Word it perfect.
you need those people outside of your relationship to pour into.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Dog, let me be clear. Man, I hear my wife.
I struck a nerve.
I hear my wife talking to these women, man. And I'm like, yo, I don't want no parts of that conversation.
Bro.
Keep all of that. Do not be offended if I'm, get me out the way.
Yeah,
you go have that.
Handle that.
Handle that. Get me all the way out the way. Boy, what? I don't want no parts of that conversation. So, man, listen, bruh, put your insecurities in the closet, man. Them, you know, let your significant other be them. Let them have their friends. They need that, man. They need those
Absolutely.
outlets that you're not always going to get. I don't understand everything that she wants to pour out. Right? But they do. They understand it. So go understand it.
Yep. As long as they not being toxic,
Now that's a whole
have a ball.
Yeah, that's you trying
Y'all
to
need to have balance over there too.
Yeah, right.
I know y'all go crazy because we go crazy.
But don't
at
put no
some point,
sewage in
have
my
some-
relationship now. Don't do that
Exactly.
now.
Have some balance.
That when they had to see a different
But I don't mind.
right.
And
I
you
do
ain't
not.
always got to be on. Y'all not going to agree with me. That's
Right.
your home.
That's it.
That's your home.
That's it.
That's fine.
Right.
Just don't be toxic.
Just don't be toxic. That's
Just know that we
that's a
over
good
here
word
trying to
there.
win.
Right. So I love it, man. You know, but you know, we all need some extra folk in our life, man. Well, like I say, what for a reason or a season.
Reasons
man.
and seasons. And I actually just said that to somebody recently. I was on Instagram Live, and they were talking about progression of people that they came up in the business with or came up in life with, and how sometimes those are the people that do the worst things or fall off and things like that. And I'm like, one thing that we don't realize when we're trying to do so much to help people
Yeah.
or win or whatever
Right.
we're trying to do,
Right.
we forget reasons and seasons. Because we're thinking, I'm so busy, I need to hold on to these people because maybe I'm being neglectful, when some of those people were supposed to have been left when you put your head down and ran your race. But you don't realize it because you feel, survivor's remorse.
Yeah, absolutely.
That starts before you win. You do that along the way.
Wow.
Every time your man ain't able to go out, hey, come on, we over here.
Right.
And that same person will wind up backstage and in VIP.
Wow, man.
But tomorrow they back to their regular life.
See, I heard something like this, man. I can't remember who said it, man, but it was so profound. When a rocket takes off, right? It's got them boosters on the side.
And you let them go.
Once it get to where it's supposed to take them to,
They serve
fall
no
off.
purpose.
There's no
You
more
can't
purpose
take
for
me
them.
any further.
You took
You
me
burnt
as
out.
far as you
You
could take
literally
me.
burnt out. That's a perfect analogy because you're burnt out. I couldn't even hit a button and get another
I
boost out
couldn't.
you.
But I thank you.
But as a human, I
where you
think
took
I can
me.
hit that button.
Wow.
As a human, I see you
And I
sputting.
keep you alone. I keep
see
you too
sputting, and I'm
long.
like, no.
Right.
The moon. And you like, bro,
You took your eyes off
I
the
was
agenda.
never supposed to leave the surface.
See? Bro, it don't get deeper than that right there, man.
Because it hurts you in the end.
It always.
They fine. They got further than that. They got stories for grandchildren.
I helped the Rocket get. That's their story. But you were
I
trying
tie
to hold on
LeBron's
to 'em.
shoes.
Wow.
I tie LeBron's shoes is enough for some.
That's enough.
Being next to stars is enough
Is
for
enough.
a lot of people
Yes,
that
sir.
should be stars.
Right.
That are stars in their own right.
Right.
They get there, they get
Just being
comfortable.
in their presence.
They want an autograph and a selfie, and they gonna go home broke. I'm telling you. I
Happens
watch it
all
all
the
the
time,
time.
man.
I watch it all the
Happens
time.
all the time.
But that rocket
But that's not
analogy.
understanding your self-worth.
Talk about it.
That's not understanding your self-worth.
Mm-hmm.
When you I think Cat Williams, man, matter of fact, many years ago said something about self-esteem, how it's called self-esteem.
you.
It's your esteem.
I don't have nothing to do
I
with
got
your
nothing
self-esteem.
to do with your self-esteem. Right? Now, I can I can say some bad things to you. I can say some great things to you. How do you feel about you? Is that stuff true? Is it real? Dog, I promise you this right here, man. I promise you this. I am a bigger fan of myself as anybody ever will be.
Talk
You
that
can't
shit.
bring me down,
I like
dog.
that.
I promise you
I
that
love
shit.
it. But see, that's why, and speaking to your partners, said you never met a person that you didn't know.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I
Right.
said I got that when I met him because it was love from the beginning.
Yeah.
But that love comes from confidence. That love comes from understanding. That love comes from knowing that I can't hurt you in a way that you won't allow me to.
Right.
And I'm your brother.
Right.
I'm your brother.
Right.
When I seen you, when you embraced me and we
Yep.
started talking, I'm like, this OG, this big bro. Like,
Yeah.
and not to give, because trust me, I've lost a lot of people that I've given those titles to, damn near all of them.
Right.
But the energy of somebody that's talking about, hey, so what you got going on, and it feels genuine.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel as if
Yeah.
part of course, like we're at a networking event, so let's drop the networking sentences. I'll give you my social media.
Right.
You know, because that's cool too, because you
Right.
can build on that.
You can build
but
on it, right.
It wasn't that.
Right.
So when she said that, I'm like, oh, so it wasn't me. I'm not special.
Right.
But you're special because of your understanding, not
Yeah.
because you're any better than anybody.
That's exactly right.
Because of how you were born. It's because of what you take from life.
Wow. That's so serious, man. I mean, but you got to feel that, right? It's got to happen organically, right? It can't be forced. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And-
I hate force.
yeah, it can't.
I've been
be.
in the streets before. Force makes me nervous.
It can't be forced. It cannot be forced. You know, but see, here's something for me, and I hope this resonates with others. I understand whose I am, right? So understanding that, and I'm not saying one faith or this faith or whatever, but every faith affords you to be an heir to a kingdom, right?
It's Game of Thrones at that
when
point.
you say that,
It's Game of Thrones
say
at that
that.
point. I'm with you.
but when you understand that you are an heir, you have to start acting accordingly
And that's what we try to
Right.
explain to the youth.
all day.
That's why we try to
All
tell them
day.
that you kings and that you and
That's right,
explain
you kings and queens
lineage
out here.
and that this thing is
Wow,
designed
man.
this way is not because it's how you're supposed to be. You are higher than, and even it's shoot for the stars, you're gonna land somewhere. You shoot for the moon, you're gonna land somewhere amongst the stars type of thing.
Right.
Like we have to understand that.
Yeah.
Like I've always had the mentality, and I grew up a sick kid and all of that. I went through my struggles, but I've never put anybody that far ahead of me. I've always felt like if I got around
Right.
Will
Right.
Smith, he would fuck with me.
Right.
If I was around Naomi Campbell, she would think I was handsome.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I never thought like I'm out of the round of humans.
Yeah.
Of humans.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I've
Like,
never thought I was
don't
the
know,
lesser
I don't think
guy.
I could dunk on LeBron.
Right.
But I know that we could get along. And people take themselves out the race.
Yeah, all the time.
They box themselves into a series of blocks, and the hood makes it good for you because the Ave has everything you need.
Yeah, all day.
There's
All
check
day.
cashing or a bank. There's a barbershop. There's a sneaker store. There's you know what I mean? There's a store that has household goods, a
Yeah.
dollar store. You got everything you need on the Ave, so you never have to leave.
Right.
But the mentality of knowing that, but if I was there,
That's because everybody wants to play the game according to the gifts of the other person. You see what I'm saying? That's what people want to do. You like you mentioned LeBron. Yo, you not 6'9", 260. You not that.
do you know he's an anomaly? He's what they call an outlier.
You not that. Right?
Right.
Michael Jordan was the tallest person in his family. Nobody else was 6'6".
Exactly.
Nobody else had hands like gorillas. You know what I'm saying? That was his gift, right? Stop trying to play the game as if you got them same gifts. Use the gifts you were given, recognize what those are, and maybe you'll be a superstar in your own right.
Right.
So that's how that's got to
And
work.
you might be a superstar to them. How many times
To
has
them.
LeBron been online playing somebody's music that wasn't a mainstream person.
Come on, man.
And got the momentum because he looks up to y'all too. We human, man. We like what we like. We enjoy what we enjoy.
That's it.
And certain rooms are certain rooms.
Right.
But you work your way in life to where you don't want to have a Rolls Royce to get into those rooms.
Right.
You want your invitation to be there regardless.
Yeah.
And that's based on work that you do on the ground level and the confidence that you have to get yourself there.
Yeah.
That's not based on nobody else.
Well,
that's not based on the fact that LeBron don't like you.
Right. Right.
LeBron don't like you. It's cool.
Your ego.
I'm a Kobe fan for real anyway.
Boy, you better say that, boy. Boy, you need to know I got 24 and 8 stuff all in my house.
Heavy.
You better
That's
talk
my
about
guy.
that stuff.
That's my guy. I'm the Kobe of my playground.
No, I got no doubt.
Can't tell me nothing else. And I'm good with that. Kobe in my playground, because my mentality is y'all not getting.
I got jerseys and posters and everything, man. I'm a diehard Kobe guy, man.
And I went to high school with a cousin with John Cox, so I used to see Kobe.
Yeah, it's the work though. Look at the work he put in. You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff that I appreciated. So that's why I try to emulate some of those things to my life, right? I mean, I'm not gonna go put up 1,000 shots in the gym. Right. But I might put that same mentality and quality towards the work that I can do, towards my accounting or CEO work or management work or whatever. I put that same mentality, that Mamba mentality to those things.
It's like in a business world or in a non-famous world.
Right.
You wake up in the middle of the night. You're restless. Can't go to sleep.
Yeah.
Do you toss and turn for 3 hours or do you get up and do something until you're tired again?
See, that's me. I get up.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that makes a difference. That's another 2 hours. We all got the same 24 hours.
Folks know me.
Not tonight. I got an extra 3.
I send that email at 2 a.m. Okay, I'm that guy. Right? That's me. I don't look. Wake me up if you want to.
But sometimes that's why you can't sleep anyway.
That's why you
can't.
You gotta get it out. The day wasn't done. You ended it.
It was time to end, but it wasn't done.
Oh, that's so serious.
It wasn't done. Because a lot of times it's like you wake up and you confused as to why you up, and then you think of something that you could do. And what did you say earlier? We might meet for one purpose, but we figure out another purpose.
Right.
It's the same thing.
The same thing. I tell people, man, keep a notepad or your cell phone or something by your bed.
The dream book.
Oh my! A dream book.
What was the guy? He wrote Asian guy, Chinese, I believe, or Korean. I don't want to be Asian guy.
Right.
He wrote Torque, the movie with all the motorcycles.
Yep.
And when they did his MTV Cribs, he had a closet full of notebooks. And it was his dream book.
Wow.
And he said, you have no idea how many music videos, how many short films and all of that came from me just being able to run back to the book and being like, well, look, I woke up one night and I wrote this down and it makes sense. And I was like, and mind you, he has an apartment with no furniture.
Right.
Hard chairs.
Right.
But he wake up in the middle of the night and hit the notebook. He got 100 notebooks. No furniture. But every notebook is probably $1 million, $10 million, $20 million, $5 million, $1,500.
And when the right time comes,
they'll be
there.
Existence.
That's exactly right. When he wrote them, doesn't what for the time.
It wasn't a purpose attached to it.
That's right.
At the time.
That's exactly
right. It was
right.
a thought. It was a fleeting thought.
That's right.
But once you have the imagination, once you put that on your thing, on your register,
right,
then things could be figured out.
We got awesome journals at Love is Love too. Let me put that out there.
No, talk about it.
Love is Love got some amazing journals. They have soft velvet covers, man, and glossy page. Oh my goodness, man. Nice pens that write smooth.
Good sensory material.
So, all of that. So let me shout that out, you know what I mean? But you got to have something to capture those thoughts. You have to, right? Because when it's gone. And you'll be struggling trying to figure out what you tried to remember. So when you wake up, hit it and go.
And sometimes what happens with people, because the line gets blurred between rest and not resting.
Right.
That sometimes your dreams feel like reality, your reality feel like dreams. You don't even know which is which.
Wow.
It'll come to that. You'll think that you had a conversation because it was so real.
Yes.
But it was real in your dream because it needed to come to fruition, even if not to that extent, because the dreams ain't perfect. The dream, you might have a purple face.
Sammie dropping knowledge.
But I know who I'm talking to. Dog, or I know what energy I'm talking to.
That's crazy. No, you into something.
I just said something different.
You just said something. You just said something, boy.
I'll take it.
You might be ready to get some publishing going on a book or something.
I mean, listen, man. We can I'm up for everything. We can act crazy. Like, I don't sell myself short, and I believe in this room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, like everybody that I spoke to, and you see how I come and who I come with.
Right.
We come to do what we supposed to do, and whatever else is figure outable should be figured out.
That's right. That's right.
Should be figured out.
That's exactly right. You know, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. You know, when I talk about people writing things down too, man, it's you know, sometimes you just need to be in short form. You ain't trying to write a whole big dissertation. You know, get you some bullets.
An idea.
Yeah.
A sequence of words.
The sequence of words, man.
Energy.
You
a
need
vibe.
anything that jogs.
Sometimes you can describe a feeling.
Yeah.
In words.
Yeah.
And words that you understand, not for the people.
Right. It ain't for the people.
But as long as you can go back to it and you know what that was, it's perfect.
Yeah.
You can draw something.
Yeah. Sometimes that's what it is. It's a picture. You know,
notation is different for every scientist.
No doubt.
Notation is different for every scientist.
No doubt.
But all of them got a journal.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to you once a month. We gonna come up with one-liners and all day. Take over Instagram.
And just do a whole thing.
Just bunch of hashtags. Do a one-liner album.
Bunch of hashtags or something on that joint.
We gotta find a way to make the kids care.
Yeah. Oh, this is right.
Because this is good for my audience.
Right.
But this could, these ideas and thoughts, we just gotta keep finding ways to
translate. They in short form with the kids, man.
Exactly.
They're not reading the whole book.
Songs is 1 minute and 30 seconds.
No doubt. And that's all the attention you get from the jokers too.
Trust me. 18-minute projects. I'm like, yo, it's 10 songs on there.
Right.
Project.
And that's why you can go drop a 99-cent song, you know what I'm saying, or Pandora or whatever, you know what I mean? Because they don't want to buy the whole album. Now, so that's out.
Y'all keep Mad Joy away from the music.
I promise you we'll keep
it. If
you
you don't want no headaches, keep Mad Joy away from the music.
Away from the music.
Now, I know some artists that had some other ventures outside of the music.
We'll stick with some production stuff, but no music.
But trust me, like it gets fickle, and you don't want to. You want to be all the way on that side if you on that side.
Right.
That's the thing about it.
Right.
Nothing is impossible. A lot of things are manageable, but when you're dealing with so many different moving parts,
right,
you have to focus on that side.
Oh, no doubt
about
it,
man. Is a beast.
Well, everybody assumes too, man, that I love to see people think that they can do something that somebody great did. You know what I'm saying? That's, I'm like, yo, that's not for you, man. And they make it look easy because that's what they supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Everybody in the music industry I ain't gonna be Dr. Dre and Puffy and Baby and Birdman and whoever.
And I've watched all of their stories. I've read the articles. I'm not them right now.
Right.
And if I get to beat them by 60, I'm still Quincy Jones.
Right.
What are we talking about? Like,
shout out to Q.
The man. But you gotta understand, like, walk, crawl, walk, run.
Right.
Therefore, talent, non-talent, winners, hustlers. There's
no doubt.
There's a lot of things in this universe that makes a decision on when I'll be able to accomplish what I'm supposed to accomplish.
Right.
Or not. Because the or not is the part nobody wants to talk about.
No.
Sometimes you go hard at something and nothing happens.
True that. But that's why you're supposed to learn that lesson in that. You see what I'm saying? Everything ain't for you to accomplish. Some things are for me to learn. Through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Dog, you cannot have a story until you've been through some things, dog. What you gonna tell them? Hey, everything was great for me? Is that gonna be your story?
How many people is it relatable to?
That's what I'm saying.
2%.
That's what I'm saying. If, right? If. Dog, in any type of discipleship, evangelism, whatever you want to call that word, what gets you out into the public, right? Before a person will hear you, you got to relate to them.
Absolutely.
Right? I don't have to have been on drugs to relate to a struggle that you're going through by being on drugs.
No.
Maybe my drug is working too much. Mm-hmm. Maybe my drug is women. Maybe it's all relatable, right? In the addiction, right? But you got to have a story to tell somebody, man, to make that story relate to them so that they understand what you're trying to help them get through.
Well, the most intimate art form is stand-up comedy to me. because it's one person, it's no music, it's nothing else. And when we talking about specials, we talking about 30 to an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of material that you have to keep all types of people in different environments engaged into.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you think about that, it's like the same thing that you're saying, where it's like, everybody has a story. And if I'm a great comedian, I don't engage the audience until I bring myself down.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, no, but I was a little dirty young boy.
Right.
I gotta tell you, like,
Right.
I'm not perfect. I have to find a way to say that to get you on board for the next 45 minutes.
Right.
And that's why I laugh at my pain and things like that Kevin did and certain people where they
Sure.
make it all about them and their family.
Sure.
That's why it resonates, because everybody, if Kev's dad wasn't your dad, he was your uncle.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He was your cousin.
Right.
You know,
Right.
God bless my family. I've had every type of uncle.
Right.
I had the cop, the smoker, the alcoholic, the barber. Like, I've had all of them.
Right.
And I got beat up different by each and every one of them.
No doubt. Different love.
You know? They're like, you from up there. You ain't going to be soft.
No, sir. No. Right.
Handcuff your ankles. Like, it was all different, but it was what it was.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the thing. Like, with stand-up, like I say, being the most intimate form, the number one rule is you can't be above the audience.
Wow.
You have to bring yourself down.
Right.
At a certain point, you have to become human.
Sure.
Because for you to garner that attention for that long from that way,
Right.
you cannot be above.
Right.
You're not a rapper.
You got to humble yourself, man.
You ain't Hove.
Right.
We got to want to listen to your story and relate to it, even if we couldn't fathom it before you said it.
I like that.
That's what's crazy about stand-up.
I like that.
But it's a fact. It's one of the main fundamentals of it is humbling yourself first.
And I think the ones who don't figure that out don't turn into Dave Chappelle's and Kevin Hart's and all of that, Kings of Comedy and all of that. That's why those things are so few, because everybody don't get that.
You know how many greats died and they were literally considered greater in the community than the people that we know about, but they never crossed that bridge because they never had that piece.
Right.
We got Patrice O'Neill's and all types. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you compare Patrice to a Kev, it don't even make sense until you realize Kev flipped that switch.
Right.
He did something different.
That's exactly right.
Funny little man.
Right.
Laugh at my pain.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
While everybody was saying he wasn't funny, but the masses would say, I get it.
See?
That's what we fight for out here, man.
But it's a good fight, though. I'd rather be in the fight than out of the fight.
I'm glad people like listening to me.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's a blessing in itself.
No doubt.
Like, I'm winning already.
You
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm winning already. I'm able to stand on the stage in front of a bunch of people that never seen me, never heard my name before, and they react. And I'm able to introduce the next band.
Wow.
And then I'm able to build a relationship with that band, and they like, when you bring me out, you bring me out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, these things is like, man, motherfuckers never been on stage in their life.
And here you are.
And got a response from it.
Got a response.
I've been able to do it as media. I've been able to do it in hosting. I've been able to do it as a performer.
That's crazy.
And one thing for sure, two things for certain, I don't leave events feeling bad. They all go different.
Right.
But I feel like we had good, decent time and I done my job. And best believe I got paid.
They all go different. Let's be clear about that. They all go different.
You know, every rodeo ain't the same.
Right.
But at the same time, I understand what a failure is.
Sure.
So I know that success is anything short of a failure. If I could break even, we win.
I don't know who it was said, if I fail 100 times, I just learned 100 ways not to do something. That's all that is.
You can have the best pies in the world, right? If you don't get up till noon.
Oh my God. Somebody was up 12 hours before me.
And your shop don't open till 1, 2 o'clock.
Say that.
How many pies you think I sold before noon?
Say that. All your customers came before.
I could close shop at 3 and do your day. Possibly.
And you just
based
got
on
up.
rushes.
You just got up.
Based on rushes.
Y'all better hear what he talking about.
Based on the fact that it was just me, and when you open up, it's 5 of y'all.
Right. That's crazy.
Simple.
That's crazy.
These are fundamental things.
Sleep is good, y'all. But not too much.
But no, man, I've had a great time talking to you.
I have too, man.
You
This
know
was
what I'm saying?
amazing, man.
We're going to do more of this, whether on or off camera. But I'm going to get him on camera again for y'all. I just got to space it out because this ain't what he do, but he's good at it. You've been a great guest.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man.
Shout out to Mad Joy.
Shout out to Mad Joy. Shout out to Sammie. Man, you awesome. Kay, you awesome. I see you. You know what I mean? But I'm so honored, man, that you had me on your show, man.
Oh man,
really
it's been
am.
a pleasure. Since I met you, I knew I had to have a longer conversation with
Yeah.
you, but the universe made it this way.
Right. We're
see
brothers
what I'm saying?
organically, man. That happened. That really happened. So
that's what we doing.
we're
But
doing that.
run down everything that makes sense as far as websites, socials,
Yep.
whatever products.
Yep.
Let us know.
You can find us at MadJoyV on Instagram. We have an amazing website at madjoyv.com. You can find out all of our information on there. How to get in touch with us, how to order our products, and just support us. You know what I mean? And man, I'm overwhelmed, man. I really am overwhelmed, man. This was amazing, and I love the platform and I love the support. So, thank you, brother.
I appreciate it, my guy. Ladies, can y'all show face real quick, or are we on fair watch? I just want to real quick come take a bow. You know what I mean?
This is Madeline, our founder, one of our managing partners. Here she is.
The big brain.
The big brain.
The big brain. And in the corner we have.
That's Wendy Minor, and she don't want to come on camera,
but she's a genius too.
Wendy is. Let me be very clear. Wendy is a genius, and she has got one of the best event eyes in the business. Okay, she's amazing, bar none.
Her OCD is special.
Yes, and then Pamela Poole, our other managing partner. She's upstairs. If she wants to come down, she can. She is also the creator of PP's Delights, Butternut Delights. So, and she's an amazing woman. My sister, she's also from North Carolina.
Oh!
So we out here, Is she coming?
Yeah, she coming.
Come on, Pamela.
Nah, salute to her, man.
Yeah, man. So we've got an amazing team.
She call herself staying out the way, but we want to put on.
So
come here real quick.
Here.
Real quick, just show your face real
Show
quick.
your face
That's
on
all.
camera. This is Pamela Poole, one of our managing partners of Mad Joy and the creator of PP's Butternut.
Talk heavy. Salute to you.
Yes.
Can you try a pie while she's here?
You want me to taste one?
Oh, by all, hey, brother, please.
This one?
Yeah. Hey.
I don't know. I don't want to.
No, they all.
They just came from an event, so we super.
Now I'm gonna tell you, I can get you a fork, but I'm a bend the thing down kind of guy.
You know
what I'm saying?
I'm from where I'm from. Oh goddamn!
Butternut squash.
Oh yeah!
Come on, talk to me.
And you know what's crazy? Off the no bullshit, butternut nothing
Right.
till today. Because I'm a sweet. Yeah, we good. We super good. Salute to you. We have a dozen of these. But
we gonna make sure you get out of here. Okay, we got you.
but I want to thank everybody that's in here and everybody that's a part of this situation for having us out here.
Thank you, brother.
We in Bowie, Maryland. That's the most I'm gonna give y'all.
Right.
But stone cold vibes, great energy.
Yeah.
I didn't have to bring the bottles, but I bought the beers. And we good, man. This is Sipping with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together.
Yep.
And I see you in 2023, man. That
No
part.
doubt.
That's the one that I want. Strawberry inside, cognac outside. Kiss soft pack loud. That's the one that I want. That's the one that I want. That's the one that I want. Strawberry inside, cognac outside. Kiss soft pack loud. That's the one that I want. That's the one that I want. That's the one that I want. Look, I'm as wide as you think. Give me that pink, give me hers too in the few. One last drink, we gon' do what it do. Later just think, dark room, black lights blue. Secrets and labs waiting, room and maid service. Clueless of what them walls went through. Kinky swear had to be there. It would've been you, Malone style. Don't front now, she return all favors. Paper ain't why we here, she know we all players. GMs, coaches and captains, I'm trying to whip up cream. Shorty inside, cognac outside. Kiss off, pack loud. That's the one that I want. That's the one that I want. That's the one that I want. Strawberry inside, cognac outside. Kiss off, pack loud. That's the one that I want. That's the one that I want. That's the one that I want.
Yeah, she smoke a lot of weed. I call her Mary Jane. Floating in the clouds on a private plane. My favorite private dancer, I'ma make it rain. She screaming, oh my God, don't say his name in vain. Inside pink, she want the bazooka, that ain't bubblegum. Put some syrup on that ass, girl, we making honey buns. Call your girlfriend, she can play, it's a 2-on-1. So many flavors I can pick, I'm good with either one. Tastes like cookies and cream, top with a strawberry. Watch them cross over their legs, I feel like Marbury. Then I push some fudge in her mouth, and now we all married.
That's the one that I want. Strawberry inside, cognac outside. Kiss off, pack loud. That's the one that I want. That's the one that I want. That's the one that I want. Strawberry inside, cognac outside. Kiss off, pack loud. That's the one that I want.